that. Our opponent is Gonzo. Let's give him the hello. Good game. He knows the motto. He knows the drill. We're in for 10. We uptick again. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. Or if this is your first time tuning in, welcome. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for your chance to win up to 500,000 gems. Today we are playing budget, free-to-play, historic. Now this is best of one, so just the regular play queue. Go to the regular play queue, pick your historic deck, and then it's going to enter you in to the best of one historic queue. We're talking vampires and werewolves today. Let's get right into it. Duskborne Skymarcher. This is a 1/1 flyer, and you can pay 1. Target attacking vampire gets +1/+1 until end of turn. We have 2 of these, so just a nice body. Sierra Ascendant, Human Monk, 1/1, lifelink. Not a vampire, but we're going to bring this back to the field later on with Sorin, which creates it into a vampire. As long as we have 30 or more life, Sierra Ascendant gets +5/+5 and has flying, so that is disgusting. Soul Warden for 1. This is a 1/1. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. Wolf, that includes the creatures your opponent plays. Vampire of the Dire Moon ×4, Death Touch, lifelink, so this is great removal, and it's going to give us that lifelink which we're looking for in the deck. Ajani's Welcome, this is our last 1-drop. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. So this is like Soul Warden, but it's an enchantment, so no creature, so less removal, but it's only when your own creature battlefield. Moving on to our 2-drops, Adanto Vanguard. As long as it's attacking, it's going to get +2/+0, and then you can pay 4 life, give it indestructible until end of turn. So this is really good against field wipes. It's going to help you survive those. For Ajani's Pridemate, and nuke of the deck here, fair and playable card. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on Ajani's Pridemate. 2/2, so if you've got Ajani's Welcome in or Soul Warden, he's going to come out as a 3/3, a 4/4 immediately, which is, oh my god, insane. We have 2 cast downs just for spot removal. And 4 Bloodthirsty Aerialist. This is the exact same as Ajani, but it's a 2/3 with flyer. It's going to cost an additional land. 2 swamps, which might be tricky to get to, but we shouldn't have too much of a problem there. Like I said, it's got flying, which is even better. Mortify ×2, destroy target creature or enchantment, which is great. And Ajani, Strength of the Pride, +1, you gain life to the number of creatures you control. -2, create an Ajani's Pridemate, which is great. And then 0, if you have 15 or more life than your starting total, exile Ajani, Strength of the Pride, and all artifacts and creatures your opponent controls. So that's great. That's basically a board wipe. If you've got 15 or more life than you started with, which with this deck you will, then you should be able to just attack in and finish your opponent. We also have Sorin Vengeful Bloodlord. As long as it's your turn, creatures and planeswalkers you will have lifelink. +2, Sorin Vengeful Bloodlord deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. -X, return target creature with converted mana cost X or less from graveyard to the battlefield. That creature is a vampire in addition to other types. We also have 4 Isolated Chapels just to make the land a little bit friendlier. But that's the deck. You'll have to apologize, or I'll have to apologize for me butchering this intro. I need to go get some lunch. Apparently, we might have a little bit of the low blood sugars, but with that being said, we did butcher today's gameplay. A lot of really quick aggro wins. As far as the line of play goes, really it's get Ajani's Welcome out, get Soul Warden out, get your Sierra Ascendant out, right? Just gaining that life. Get your Ajani's Pridemate out, and then redrop all these 1-drops if you can to help buff your Ajani up, right? And then do the same on turn 3 if you can get your Bloodthirsty Aerialist. That's ideal. And then turn 4, either Planeswalker is just going to buff you up so much as well. Obviously, priority goes to Ajani to make more Ajanis. But if you don't have Ajani, just Sorin, he's going to do the job just as well. So 4 mana is our highest drop here. All 1-drops, a couple 2-drops, and 3-drops. Ajani and Bloodthirsty Aerialist are our 2 main attackers here. And then we've got the removal, like I said, and Sierra Ascendant can be an attacker once we've gained 30 life. And once we've gained 35 life, we can just wipe the field and end the game that way. So thanks for tuning in today. I really appreciate your guys' continued support and attention. It really means the world to me. Hope you're all having a great start to your new year. and I hope you all enjoy this video. So take care, have a great day, and we will see you all tomorrow. All right, guys. I guess the most important question I have for each and one of you today is vampire or werewolf? Let me know down below in the comments. Let's get started. We are looking for a secondary swamp here. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. It smells like Ajani. So, we're going in with the werewolves here today. We got a cat soldier on the field. He treasure hunts. What land could he possibly want? Reveal cards from the top of your library to reveal a non-land card, and then put all cards revealed this way into your hand. That's incredible. He's got a full mitt of land, guarding everything except for this other treasure hunt. What am I witnessing here? This would be really good with Buccaneer Cavalier or whatever. What is it? It's the Minotaur that deals 1 damage to any target whenever you discard a card. So that would be pretty crazy to bust out off the get-go there. I'll buy it. Can he mill himself before we smash him to death? That's going to be the question. Really don't think so. If he pulls his Jace, he's discarding more. Only we could grab that secondary swamp. We'd be all set. We are just able to aggro him out of existence. He's down to 3 life. And that's good game. Alright, let's see how we do. First match, we absolutely smashed our opponent. And this match looks like it might be just as good. We've got the Soul Warden, we've got our Ajani, got 1 more land. And we get a turn 2 Pridemate as well. This is going to get disgusting really quickly. Looking for that swamp though. There it is. There it is. Nothing left to fear. Safe from Cry of Carnarium. We need to outstep Ritual of Soot. Really, we've got nothing that'll do that. Johnny's welcome into double life gain vampire draw. Hit home for 6. Next turn we've got our Ajani Strength of the Pride coming out. Yeah, a lot of fun there. Fair and playable cards for everybody to use. We are just playing best of 1, so in the regular play queue, you are able to play Historic best of 1. Select your Historic deck, and it's automatically going to match you with obviously another Historic deck to play against. Thinking that Ajani is going to get double upticked again. And a third uptick from our Vampire. So, in 1 turn we've got a 5/5 Ajani on turn 4, which is actually really, really gross. Normally on turn 4 you can barely play a 5/5, right? Our opponent might scoop here. Being really good about it. Johnny's welcome in the house. We're going to do a -2 here for our other Ajani first. Getting all sorts of life here. We're going to lose our Soul Warden, which is to be expected. But again, we still get the double uptick because now we have 2 Ajani's welcome. that. Our opponent is Gonzo. Let's give him the hello. Good game. He knows the motto. He knows the drill. We're in for 10. We uptick again. And yeah, he needs to wipe the board. Sitting at 31 life. We've got a 10-10, a 7-7, and a 1-1 grab indestructible as well. And we have plenty of life to pay for that, so not a worries there. There we go. Thank you. Have a great day, sir. I'm not entirely sure how far this deck would get you in a ranked queue. However, it's a lot of fun to quickly get your quests done. If you have any life gain quests, any creature quests, even the land quests, you'll get it done eventually, right? So this really covers your basis for doing quests in a regular play queue as your white and black archetypes. Have a Warden, have an Ajani's Welcome, but we are missing a plane, so we have to mulligan. We keep our Warden, we keep our Bloodthirsty Aerialist, but we're unable to drop it. We're going to toss our Skymarcher Aspirant away. 6. Could toss a lands. You should probably do tossing in planes instead. Right, so we just drew a plane, so that's a really good option for everybody is to mulligan their land away, because you have 22 land in the deck. That's more than any other card, so the likelihood of you drawing another is pretty high. Paying life for Haste Awakener. So we've got another creature deck to play against, so this could be fun. You'll never believe it, you guys. You're gonna call us a liar. Well, we've drawn an Ajani. Our third game in a row right off the start. Can't play creatures, or he's just gonna ramp our Ajani even further. Woof. He's in a world of hurt. Johnny goes in. He's basically forced to block. No one wants to take 6 damage, but he does anyways. So again, we're off to a quick start here. Another Risen Reef. Trying to ramp. But again, he's just ramping us with our Pride Maid. 1 land. Draws the other card. Plays the land. Very nice. Just about gonna do it. Here is our Vengeful Bloodlord. And we can uptick Johnny here one more time. Death Touch can go in and Johnny can go in. Heck, our 2-1 can go in. We're just going to keep our Soul Warden back. She's the most valuable. Don't want to lose that. If he blocked his Risen Reef, he could bring it back with haste with his Thunderkin, which is great because it'll re-ramp, but he's in a really bad situation. So I would have blocked with the Risen Reef rather than the Thunderkin. And then we could have attacked to bring that Reef back in. Free of charge. I believe it's free. Oh. Our opponent trying to figure it out somehow. He could bounce my Ajani, which would save him quite a bit, but then again, it's just field again. The Cavalier of Thorns does help a little bit. Gets an Embercleave, that's what he's going for. But there's not much you're doing against 38 health. Alright, playing the land, paying life for it. There's another Awakener. Gonna give him the draw. It's also gonna ramp our Johnny. A 39 life. I'm not sure what good he does. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? We've got an avatar in play. 10-10. Taking down our Ajani. Or sorry, our Sorin. Very cool stuff here. Go to the graveyard, and he's going to be able to recast that next turn. So, maybe not such an easy line of play for us like we originally thought. We really need a flyer out. It is what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If only our land was a little bit different. Hey guys. No attacks. We're gonna defend. Strange concept, but one that we're very much into here. We know he's got an Embercleave. So we're very much looking forward to shutting that down with our huge Ajani. Hopefully we get our Bloodthirsty Aerialist out and just finish the game with our fellow flyers. More land. Scorch Spitter works. Is he gonna mill himself is the thing. 33. This is gonna trigger a lot. Only we had more than one Ajani out. Be much cooler. Just a ton of land. Wow. He's fully ramped. We do have enough life to escape explosion as well. Johnny shuts down basically everything. We're looking for either Strength of the Pride, exile his whole field, or another swamp, get our lovely flyer on the field. Or another permanent which will activate these as flyers. Great as well. So if we could pull another Sorin, we've got lethal, because he'll be a permanent, giving these flying. And then he can deal the 1 damage, and they'll do 4 damage. So we're in a position to win still, but our opponent is doing very well compared to what we faced before this. Just chilling. He's not sure whether he should attack or not. Does have enough to Embercleave, but he's going to be losing out just because we have so much health. He also needs to leave blockers because we can just finish him. Yeah, doesn't, right? Oh, we're going to see Neoforms. Really? Omnarth cannot do 19 damage. I don't care who you are, how many elementals you have. Not 19 of them. He will scoop up one of our permanents, though, so very annoying in that man. Could take my Soul Warden if he's being opportunistic, right? That provides the most value. She's done her job for the most part for now. You could have a reclamation, right? just lost his mana. I'm gonna go ahead and loop this up off the field. I'm not sure why he tapped his mana beforehand. That's on him. Taking his Embercleave back, I guess. Fine. Razor we're not worried about. That does it. That is going to help. Let's get those flyers in. Down to 3. We've got lethal next turn. You need something really big with haste to get through our Ajani. But again, I could just let the Embercleave go through. We've got 45 life. And lethal next turn. Very interesting match. Our opponent did his best. But without removing these flyers, he's not going to get it. As far as elementals in his graveyard, let's take a peek. He does have a very good chance at killing us, actually. He's got some shenanigans going on here. A lot of land on the field. So, this is a 16-16, about to go 17-17, which will hit us for 34, you guys. That is crazy stuff. Yeah, we just want to make sure that we save a couple of the boys, right? He can't double Embercleave, and it's not an elemental. So I think we're okay, just based on the amount of life we have. $17, oh my god. And another 17. Woof. But unfortunately, unless he removes one of my flyers, and it would have to be the Bloodthirsty Aerialist, that will be game. Cavalier of Thorns also has reach, so that will do the trick, you guys. Our opponent is pulling out all the stops here. I believe that will be sacrificed as well. Really quite lucky with the Cavalier of Thorns, though. Opponent's down to 14 cards. That's incredible. Playing in the blockers. We have no trample, so I think our opponent's going to get the win here. He's got sufficient reach blockers, basically to shut us down for the rest of the game. Flying is no longer an option, and Omnarth is just going to basically win. So, 2 quick wins, and then we absolutely get murdered in the third game. It is what it is. And yeah, let's try again. Alright. We made a couple edits to the deck. We dropped our Skymarcher Aspirant, and we tucked in Sierra Ascendant. I cannot believe that's not something we had done already. We've got it done now, though. We're going to drop a land. You know the deal with that. Soul Warden's in the house. We got 2 Johnnies to follow up. having the land as well. Quite nice. For 1, our Ascendant gets +5, +5 if we get 30 or more life. So that to look forward to. He is a legendary, so we can't cast him down. Going big with the Ajani's. So, Ajani swings for 7. That is some big boy damage. Takes it. Bolsamir would be really good here. Gaining life from that, that's amazing. Let's go ahead and pop Kethis out of existence here. Get those big attacks in. Down to 6. That is as good of a game as it's going to get. Wrecking our opponent. Alright, so we didn't even need to make it to 30 life to beat our opponent that game. So that's always fun. Let's see how we do this go around. It's not looking great. We're gonna need those swamps is the thing. That is looking better though. Let's toss our cast down and we can just probably flex pure Ajani Rage here. Get our swamp as well. Get him out on the field as soon as possible. There's no need to be greedy. A 3-3 on turn 2 is plenty. Free to roll in here. That's a 5-5 on turn 3. Gorgeous. Does get our Sorin and a land for our next 2 it drops. And Overwhelm the Apprentice as a blocker. We'll buy it. Grabs another land away from us. Right. We get 4 ticks of life here. Ajani going to 9. Say another quick win. He's starting to mill us quite good. We're down to 33. Right, 31. You should kill my Ascendant, so that's fine. We'll take the extra life. That's lethal next turn. Sitting at 28 cards. For some reason, I don't think he can do 28 in one turn. Ritual of Soot. Interesting. Very nice. Luckily, we're in a position to pay life for that. Get these hits in. We're a little shy on land this game. Alright, I'll buy it. I think he's really popping off on us here.
I have come for vengeance and blood.
We don't have the mana, but we can still take a Bloodthirsty Aerialist from our graveyard, trigger it up. Yeah, that's 4/5. Deal with that, my friend. Discard our other Aerialist, and we've got lethal next turn. Needs to remove our Sorin, remove our Aerialist. Still fighting. Ritual of Soot again. Very nice. We're down to 18 now. Congratulations, my friend. We might get milled. Alright. Stupid land. So he's going to take one of our Sorins, I believe, for life gain. If I was him, that's what I would do. Yeah, there we see it.
I will have revenge for House Markov. What a mess I've made.
Very groovy.
I have survived worse than you.
Adanto Vanguard does help. Didn't say please is end of the game for us though. Down to 9 cards you got.
Time for a drink.
So we can quickly finish this out, but our opponent's definitely got the win here. We're down to 7. That's a good old-fashioned mill. Woof. Right, I don't know why he's fine. Let's good game him. We'll be on our way. Alright, you guys, so that's the deck. I think we did a pretty good job at playing it. We lost a couple matches, and I don't know how far we strayed away from our vampire and werewolf archetype. Obviously, Sarah Ascendant can only be a vampire when brought back by Sorin Vengeful Bloodlord, which we will be looking to do, but I think we kind of stick to it. But nonetheless, a pretty banging budget deck here. We've got 2 mythics and 6 rares, so right in that beginner mindset that we like. Obviously, you could drop this and even add more Ajani Strength of the Pride if you had them. Just such an absolute nuke of a card in this build. Being able to create Ajani Pride Mates at will is disgusting. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And go ahead, follow us on Twitch as well. We're live every morning, 6 a.m. PST. And definitely the most important thing you could do is joining the Discord and just jump into the community there. Join the conversation. I know we'd all love to have you. And thank you again for your continued attention and support. Hope to see you all again tomorrow. Peace.